Okay, am I actually live here, Lisa? Am I actually on here? I don't actually know. I haven't done this two-camera thing before. All right, well, hey, Darlene, Lisa, we're going to give it just a minute for a few people to come in here, and we're just going to hang out, and I'm going to open an entire booster box of fake Pokemon cards that I got stuck with. Lost quite a bit of money on these. Be right back. Let me get a couple of things I'm going to need to finish the stream out. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. What I've got here is, this is a Pokemon booster box that I got from a trusted source that turned out to either this box was fake or I got scammed by my buyer. But either way, I thought we'd talk about reselling, talk about eBay, YouTube, whatever, and I'm going to open these cards. For whatever reason you want to buy these fake cards, I do have a link down below. That's just for fun, though, because they're not really worth anything. Has anybody had any sales lately on their eBay? Hey, Craigslist Hunter's here. Hi, Craigslist Hunter. We are gonna open some fake Pokemon cards here because I got stuck with a box of fake cards. The fake cards are often really easy to tell from the real cards, because they feel like playing cards. They look like playing cards. They feel like playing cards. And sometimes they'll have cards in them that are only available in holo, but they won't be holo. Get this camera adjusted right. Alright, I don't know what that is. I don't know anything about Pokemon cards, really. But these fake packs are often, like, stacked with better cards than the normal packs are, so the children and chumps that buy them end up being a little bit happier with what they get. Jolteon. I have had an amazing week on my, at least on YouTube. I'm at an all-time high on views in the last week, which is really amazing because I'd kind of been down about it. I had been really in a slump for like 6 months. These fakes almost certainly come from China. I got them from a friend of mine who also happens to be Chinese, but he isn't from China. His family was born in America. But he gave them to me with a bunch of other stuff. He probably had no idea he got taken by the box. Okay, and also things like they're not consistent in how the cards are in the pack. Like the last pack, all the cards, the rare was turned face the other way. This time it wasn't. And I'm pretty sure this card is a card that's always a holo in the real Pokemon cards, and this one is not. The JDF, I was just talking to him. He did become a father for the second time recently, and he has been spending a little bit of time with his new baby and his family, but he is wanting to get back. And he is wanting to get back into the game. Yeah, it is a better box than a Logan Paul box of G.I. Joes, because I didn't pay for this box. My buddy Peter gave it to me for free because I'd been selling a lot of his high-dollar stuff on eBay at a very low commission rate because his stuff is all easy. And I guess it just turned out this was a bad box, so I only lost $20 on this. And if any of you want to buy any of these fake cards, it'll bring that down, because I lost the money to send it out, and I lost the money to get it back. And yes, I decided to get it back because when you've got stuff like this, video games and Pokemon cards and everything else, you get a lot of Timmys out there. And Timmy really doesn't have a problem with the item. He's just hoping that he'll get a refund or a partial refund. So I always make Timmy send it back. If If it had been a piece of glass the person had a problem with, I'd have probably just refunded their money and not wanted the item back. What do we got in this one? Oh, now there's... Oh, no. Alright, the rare here is... What is that? Silpdong? Silicone. I really need to wear my glasses for this sort of stuff. If I gave these to ADH Dave, they would almost certainly end up being sold on Whatnot without really being shown to one of his fans who would overpay for them. I always gave Dave trouble about selling magic cards blindly on Whatnot because Dave would buy magic cards blindly without, looking at what he was purchasing, just negotiate blindly. And then he would sell them blindly to his Whatnot fans without looking at them or really showing what they are. And most magic cards, like most Pokemon cards, are worthless. Hi, Lag. You always know your live stream's going good when Lag shows up. Alright, let's see what this next fake pack is. And remember, if you want any fake packs, follow that link and buy a fake pack. I'll give you even 2 fake packs if they don't all sell out. I'll probably sell 0 of them. And this is a nice and shiny guy that was probably $10 in the real pack, because this set has very little value in it. The only valuable card is like the secret double rare holo Pokemon alternate art VMAX, which is worth $100, and then everything else is $10 or less, mostly in the pennies. Lisa, I am sure they're not from cereal box packs because I have an entire booster box of them. Right here. This hat says HB Mellot Estate Company. They're just exactly that, an estate company. I just love this hat because it's mesh all the way around, and it's yellow and green, and which are two of my favorite colors for hats. The wrappers are normal looking at a glance. If you look at them with a jeweler's loupe or a good magnifying glass, you can completely tell the difference. Because these fake wrappers are made by scanning the real wrappers, so it's never, and they're not made using the same print process, just like the cards aren't made using the same print process, so it's easy to tell by using a loupe or a strong magnifying glass. Alright, this is another one of those packs that they're all facing the same way, and this in the holo slot is a non-holo card, because there's supposed to be a holo or reverse holo in every pack, but these fake packs only give you a holo every few packs. Charizard, he's popular. Oh, do I have ketchup in the background of this video? I do. Ketchup does not have to be refrigerated. It is shelf stable even after open. Plus, I go through it pretty fast. That giant jumbo ketchup only takes me a month. And a lot of people like to play spot the ketchup in my videos. So sometimes I like to plant smaller bits of ketchup, like 1 pack just sitting there. I love ketchup. It's my favorite condiment. I don't use a lot of other condiments. I don't like mustard or mayonnaise except in trace amounts. See what we get in this fake pack. Alright, these are all facing the same way again. Got a Galarian Darmitrodon looking like a giant snowman. Probably should have been holo. And just a bunch of the fillers. Now, these fake cards are okay to give to your kids, as long as they know they're fake cards, so they're not trying to trade them to their friends and take advantage of their friends. So one sale I had earlier this week that I'm pretty happy about is about 2 weeks ago at the bins, there were some auto parts. They were for Ford trucks. They were cab mount bushings. I checked before I bought them, and they basically had a 0 sell-through rate. But I bought them anyway, and I priced mine down about 15% from what everybody else had theirs priced at, and I sold every single one of them so far. Sorry, I got 1 left out of the 5 after a week and a half. and they're 30 to 50 bucks each. Yeah, I'm not really trying to sell fake cards here. I just gave the option to buy them because if anybody actually wants them, I stuck a link up there, and then I can just mail them to you and get them out of my house. But yeah, selling fake cards for profit is not something I'm really interested in doing. Honestly, there's plenty of... Half of selling real Pokemon cards for profit is kind of scammy to begin with. Like, they'll have these 3-card packs that they have in Pikachu V. I think he's supposed to be hollow as well. They'll have these 3-card packs that they'll sell for $1 in the stores, and it'll have 3 cards. They're guaranteed to be worth 5 cents each. Every single time. I don't actually have a Whatnot seller account. I have a lot of followers on Whatnot so far. I think when I show up in somebody else's stream and start talking, that, you know, people notice that I'm there or something and start following me. But, you know, the only live selling I have ever done is with Kevin Commonwealth Picker. I've came on a co-host with him a few times and sold a few things on District Commons. And that is all the lives I have ever done in selling. Oh, y'all like ketchup, but here we got mustard single strike style. I bet most kids would be mad to get that as their hollow rare. I think the kids only like the Pokemon the cards with the creatures, because they don't play the game. So they only want the creatures that they're just collecting. They don't want the trainers or the other characters or the locations or any of that. Oh man, this is a lot of cards. Maybe I'll only open half this box because we could be here for a long time. Oh, this is one of the packs that was already open because the buyer opened 2 of the packs and realized that they were all fake, or switched them out, I'm not sure which, and then contacted me. And they came back yesterday, so I had to give him his $131 back. Which was kind of not fun, because it's not the fastest week on eBay at the moment. Oh, somebody should have told me I'm cutting my head off there. Let's see if I adjust the camera, it gets a little bit better. Okay, there we go. It is a pain to get 2 cameras going at once on YouTube, like I'm doing here. I've done it in the past, but I've never done it live before. I've only done 2 cameras on videos that I've, you know, made the normal way. There's the rare. Should have been a foil. Yes, I do put ketchup on hot dogs. Quite a bit of it. I do not put mustard on hot dogs. Yes, Lisa, I should ask the JDF for more details about that, because the JDF knows a lot about high-end watches, but definitely some fakes of like a Rolex do become valuable after time. Chad, yes, all the packs that I got from Peter are fake. Every one of them. So we're coming on here and we're opening them for a little bit of fun and for me to practice getting this 2-camera setup working on live, because it was much more difficult to get working on live than it was to get working making a normal video. Chad there, also known as Meta Bubbles, he appears in my videos from time to time, and we're both friends from Peter, with Peter, the source of these packs, who I hold nothing against. I'm sure he did not know. And Chad also, I have a habit of killing Chad's Dungeons & Dragons characters left and right. Another Pikachu V. So if somebody was trying to make a pack out of these cards, a deck, they'd actually do pretty good, because they got 2 Pikachu Vs. I know there's a VMAX Pikachu, because it's in the other pack that was already open. Hey, Landshark! Today we are opening fake Pokemon cards and just talking about mustard and onions on hot dogs. Oh, Chad, there is a chance the buyer switched them, but if the buyer switched them, they definitely maintained the same box that these came in. The shrink wrap was thrown away, so I got no clue on that. But ultimately, I have no way to tell, so I thought the best thing I could do to salvage this situation is just to open these on the live stream and just get a little bit of content out of it. Fakemon. But going back to the fake Rolexes, I don't think fake Pokemon cards will ever become worth anything. Because unlike the fake Rolexes, they could be cranked out at any time. Since these fake cards are not printed the way a normal card are. These fake cards are printed using an inkjet process, so they could be turned on and kicked out at any time, while your real trading cards are printed using a normal printing press type of process with multiple printing plates and more complicated things, so they have to actually set a print run up in order to do it. Oh, this one has 2 rares. Quality control is not good in the bootleg factory. Togekiss and Ampharos. And then the normal things that nobody cares about. The commons. Could probably even get away with throwing fake commons into a collection and selling them because nobody's looking for those to be fake. I'm surprised they don't honestly load these fake packs up more. You know, why are they making fake commons when this fake pack could have, 10 rares and hollows in it? The customers would be happier about it. Oh, and sorry, they do make fake collections of Pokemon and Magic cards that are just all gas cards. Chad Metabubbles in there and I have seen fake Magic packs from China where you get 100 cards, and it would have been like $58,000 worth of cards if you had the real cards, and it's like $6. Still have some of those. I gave a lot of those to our friend, Chad and I's friend, Fox Hunter, who actually does appear in one of my videos before he decided to become wary of showing his face on the internet because someone will steal his identity. Anybody still out there in the chat, or am I talking to myself now? I have no idea. Oh, this looks like a double rare pack too. Oh, Cheryl. I know a lot of Cheryls. My mother-in-law's name is Cheryl. Her son Jake's wife's name is Cheryl. Alright, we got a Drapion V. Fox Hunter is very sneaky. And we call him Fox Hunter because once he accidentally sent a text to the wrong person that says, "I think foxes are attractive," or something along those lines. And I don't mind saying that because nobody in this stream other than Chad knows who Fox Hunter is in real life, and Chad already knew that. That would be more interesting if I got some G.I. Joe cards later on. At least I could do something with those. And somehow it's currently, my bit rate is lower than the recommended bit rate. Not sure why that is. I have gigabit. Fart Sack, you missed the catch-up earlier. I have gigabit internet here. Fart Sack, we're opening fake Pokemon cards just for you. This one reminds me of you. Yeah, somebody called the catch-up out earlier, so I pulled it. You're the one I leave it in the videos for. Notice the fake packs don't make as much effort to not put 3 cards of the same color in a row. Yes, Metabubbles, I will certainly save a pack for you to open it. Do you want more than one? I think I'm only going to open half of this box here because it's getting rather repetitive. And since I don't know the Pokemon game that well, I can't say, oh, this would have been worth $6. Hey, Rise and Grind Picker. We're just sitting around talking about whatever anybody says in the chat, and I'm opening this fake Pokemon booster box because I got stuck with it on a return. Not sure if it was fake when I sent it out or not, but it was fake when I got it back. Ooh, we got a big fancy something or other. That's fake. That probably would have been $10. Orbeetle. See, a lot of these newer sets have very few of the Pokemon characters that anybody recognizes. Like, there, Jolteon and Vaporeon. Oh, look. No accident. You have all of these cards are of the same family. Eevee, Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon. Eevee turns into those 3. And the 2 others. But they just all happen to show up right in a row. What do they sell at the underground flea market? Is that where the real action happens? Is that like being behind the 7-Eleven? Is that where you get the day-old footlong or the dollar dog? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, I got a new replacement artificial knee yesterday. I'm about my 17th one, and so far it's working correctly. Scotland? Does that say Scotland? Stoutland V. Actually foil. See, the Chinese packs only make about one card foil for every 2 or 3 that they're supposed to. And they don't use the same foil process as the normal cards. So what they do is they just put a shiny layer over the entire card, which is also what a few of the Pokemon foils do. But normally it's not just one shiny layer. Normally, a foil or a hollow in a Pokemon card is actually a metal layer that's lower down. AJ there. Actually, wrapping my new leg in Pokemon cards would have actually been an option. What they can do is you can have anything you want printed onto a piece of cloth, like a t-shirt, and then they can actually make the incorporate that into the carbon fiber. I've seen several people who had that. I decided that was a little bit too much like, I don't know. It seemed a bit permanent for me to have to go around with Pikachu on my leg all the time. Not that I would have picked Pikachu. I think I would have gotten a picture of a Commonwealth picker piss jug on my leg or something like that instead, but either way, I decided to just go with a nice maroon color. Oh, and I got back up to really good feedback again, and then somebody sent me a neutral on their ornaments because my wife hand wrote the names. The pictures showed that the names were going to be either handwritten or printed, but she thought that somehow... Oh, they're sticking the Flareons and the EVs together again. Oh, a third Pikachu 5. If there's a fourth one in this box, that means you are ready to make that deck. Alright, we only got 2 packs left that we're going to open since I decided to only open half of the box. Plus, I have a lot of real work to do today. I fell back asleep after I got up today and didn't get out of bed until 10:30, which was not good. Because then I slept too good, and now I'm tired. And in a lot of pain because I fell asleep with my leg hanging over the edge of the bed. Tapu Bulu foil. That's about as boring as you can get for a foil. Crocodile. Oh, look, they're just like in order here. Crocodile, Crocorock, Saruda. 3 of the same color in a row again. Alright, this is the last one I'm going to do. Maybe this one will have the giant Pikachu in it. Or I could cheat and make sure we get the giant Pikachu. Alright, maybe this one will have the giant Pikachu in it. Oh, there you go. Pikachu VMAX. This card should be hollow if it was real, but it's not real. And this is an example of why investing in Pokemon cards is a terrible idea. This card was $64 if real at one point. Today it is $2. $2. Still think Pokemon cards are a good investment? Pokemon sealed boxes go up in value like crazy over time, but the cards themselves, they tend to, over time, all the value in the set is going to just go to the rarest, most popular card that's going to be a secret rare that, you know, you only get one of per, well, that has an impossibly rare slot to even find. That card will end up being worth $100, and the rest of them will be almost worthless. Alright, I'm done opening Pokemon cards at this point. Does anybody have any other questions or anything in the chat? Otherwise, I'm going to close up. But I do want to thank everybody here for coming out. And if you're not subscribed, I mean, I doubt anybody here is not subscribed, but if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that button. I am going up on 10,000 now, which is amazing. Didn't think I would get there. Like, I showed off a bunch of my finds in a recent video, and I don't have them in front of me to show right now, so I think I'm just going to thank everybody for coming out and close, and then I'm going to get to work, and I suggest maybe all you do the same. Hey, thanks so much. Hope to see you again soon.